Kyan, thank the balance your back. Bip's been...
They've taken him.
Taken, yeah.
Light. Are you sure it's Bip? I knew this would happen. We have no time to spare. We must get to him before...
The cloud ship just unmoored and is already heading for Gien. It's too late.
Then we must follow.
And abandon your mission here? For one child's life?
Is it because he's a magical that he's not worth the trouble?
You're such an angry, angry man. Do you really want Kian to leave Mercuria and risk his life to save one boy? I thought so.
See? This is what happens when we murder Azadi soldiers just for the hell of it.
That has nothing to do with it. They're taking all the magicals away.
I know why, and I know what the pipes are for.
What?
Really? Are you serious?
I'll explain later. Right now, we need to rescue the boy.
I couldn't care less what you do with your life, Kian. But if you die, the resistance suffers.
And if I don't go after him,
А чё ты какой
Bip
делал до
suffers.
сопротивления? Ты же
Can we
говорил,
really
тебе
afford
пофиг.
to lose more people? I mean, we've lost so many, and the Ane's still in custody.
She should be dead.
Does your language even have a word for forgiveness?
Not that I'm aware of.
I need to think about this. I can't just abandon the boy, but... We can't stay here. The Azadi are hunting me. The General knows I'm alive.
Honey, how did that happen? Did you approach him? Are you trying to curry favors with your former
Ну, стал бы он
masters?
тогда тебе
Curry
рассказывать об этом,
favors?
идиот.
How would I even... I'm not trying to curry any favors with...
Stop it, both of you! You're really annoying and loud. Let's get out of here before Ulvik gets in trouble for harboring a fugitive. Shepard will want to have a say in the discussion.
This isn't over, Kian.
Oh, hush.
Глава 7. Преследуемая. Четверг, 28
Following the
сентября.
terrorist attack on Propast, where 8 I officers and 5 civilians were killed by Marxist Party members, the Syndicate has promised to maintain heightened security across Europolis until after the upcoming elections. The Propast district remains under full I lockdown and 24-hour curfew. We're now joined by Marek Farah in Propast. And Marek, how are regular people in Propast handling this very difficult situation?
Well, Rika, as you can see, the streets here are deserted, almost 2 months after the August attack on the I headquarters in Propast. There's security everywhere, and everyone who goes outside is subject to random searches and arrests. There is a 24-hour curfew in effect, but people are allowed to traverse the districts as long as they carry the appropriate paperwork and submit to any searches and questions.
What about essentials like food and water, Marek? Are any stores or restaurants still open?
I think this is done.
Everything is closed, Rika,
Smells good.
but rations are distributed to residents of Propast on a regular basis, and medical
Oh.
personnel are on constant standby. No one here is in any immediate
sure.
danger of starvation.
Has there been any indication of how long this lockdown will continue?
The Syndicate is not saying, Rika, but spokespeople have hinted that Propast will remain under Syndicate guardianship until after the election in...
We appear to have lost our connection to Marek Farah in Propast. We will attempt to re-establish the connection. In the meantime, when we come back, we talk to someone very close to Marxist leader and terrorist mastermind Marta Rebus about her dark and...
Зашибись.
Shit. Power's out again. I'm sure they're doing this just to screw with us. I'll have to check the emergency fuel cell in the kitchen cabinet. It should have kicked in by now.
Короче, здесь, видимо, совсем какая-то жесть происходит. Они все свалили на марксистов. Черти на что.
It's my emergency fuel cell. I can jiggle it a bit. That sometimes works. Nope, that did not work. I guess I need a new one. And I know just the person.
Окей, а есть ты не будешь, да, я так понимаю? почему-то здесь что-то все-таки работает. Короче говоря, ей побрили полголовы, там какую-то фигню налепили, наверное, чтобы заживало. Так, а может в дневнике что-нибудь есть? В дневнике точно что-то должно быть. Так. И нам, кстати, нужно прочитать еще про Нааны, про это одна из 6, про мать и про Хами. Ладно, давайте сначала про них прочитаем, поскольку нас только что про Меркурию закончилось. Нааны. Нааны зидмарийская ремесленница. С сопротивлением уже несколько лет. Родом она из Ирхада, где прислуживала двору Роуз. Год назад Наана выдала расположение базы повстанцев в мире болота апостолу Киану Алване ради спасения поставок еды и лекарств магическим в Меркурии, а также и своей жизни. В результате ее действий погибло много мятежников, а сзади пришли прямо в Мирию к лидеру мятежников Эйприл Райан. Из-за Нааны Эйприл была убита, а сопротивление почти разбито. Ну, не совсем из-за нее. Блин, она же не знала, что за ним следили, а он-то ей обещал, что ничего никто не тронет. Ладно. Кроме того, предательство Нааны привело к смертному приговору Кианы и его заключению в монашью темницу. Лишь Киану известна правда о том, что сделала Наана, и теперь ее жизнь в его руках. Да как бы... По-моему, уже не, совсем не в его руках. Первые из 6. 6 юной императрицы империи Азади. С 12 лет до совершеннолетия они проживают в 6-м круге Садира, столице Азадира, после чего становятся почтенными и уединенными сестрами богини. 6 обладают безмерной властью, но ее контролируют другие. Они находятся под постоянным наблюдением, почти не осмеливаются покинуть круг и полностью доверяют Совету министров. Первая старшая из 6. Она отправила Киана Алване на роковую миссию выследить лидера мятежников. А сейчас она отправилась в Меркурию, чтобы наблюдать за запуском машины, которую проектировали почти 10 лет. Окей, то есть реальной власти она никакой не имеет, что ли, получается? Мать Утана. Более 30 лет назад мать Утана, тогда еще молодая сестра, приставленная к небольшому храму в бедном районе Садира, спасла с улиц бездомного и раненого Киана Алване. Она приютила мальчика, накормила, выходила, предоставила кров и обучила слову богини. Она стала не только важным образцом матери в жизни Киана, но и направляющим лучом в его духовном просветлении. Их отношения всегда были крепки, хотя они и не виделись уже несколько лет. Мать Утана – следующая наследница высшего духовного чина империи Азади, уступающая только 6, чин, который заключает в себе еще большую власть, чем у юных императриц. Окей. Генерал Хами, верховный главнокомандующий союзных войск северных земель, офицер самого высокого чина в добровольческом объединении. Хами впервые приметил Киана Алвана, когда тот был еще подростком, который боролся за выживание на улицах Садира. Подающий надежды командир, Хами взял Киана под свою опеку, обучил его и убедил стать призывником. Будучи апостолом, Киан достиг того же чина, что его наставник, но двое начали отдаляться друг от друга, разобщенные растущим фанатизмом и религиозной преданностью Киана. Несмотря на растущую между ними пропасть, Хами относится к Киану как к приемному сыну, а Киан уважает Хами в качестве друга, солдата и приемного отца. В отличие от большинства офицеров Азади, генерал Хами не был рожден в знатной семье Садира. Его род не происходит из первых семей, и это единственное, в чем его могут обвинить враги, и причина того, что авторитет Хами ставится под сомнение религиозными службами и растущим влиянием эмиссара Сахи и командира Вамона. Окей, понятно. Ладно. Так, возвращаемся обратно в наш мир. 28 сентября. Этот год продолжает доставлять. Я назову его доставляющий год. Мы начали с кома, потом выяснилось, что моя подруга была суицидальным подрывником, а я снова оказалась в больнице. Привет, модная пересадка кожи, прощай, великолепный хвост. Не могу дождаться, что еще принесет 2220 год. Огромное богатство, прекрасный секс и много-много вкусной выпивки, предполагаю. Да, лето было долгим, а теперь я торчу в своей квартире с запретом доступа в сеть, хреновой едой и без возможности убраться из пропасти. Кроме того, я еще и без работы. Мира меня уволила голосовым сообщением. Шикарно. Но я не расстраиваюсь. Пропасть в полной изоляции, поэтому работы все равно нет. Оставить меня на работе было ей не по карману. Хотя она могла уведомить меня и лично, но ладно. Я вообще-то удивлена, как это я еще не поддалась глубокой сильной депрессии. Может, они что-то добавляют в пайки? Если так, спасибо вам, наши великолепные корпоративные боссы. Говоря о психическом здоровье, мне так и не удалось связаться с Романом. Мне сказали, что он заходил проведать меня в больницу, но я была покрыта трансплантантами. И, наверное, выглядела хреново. Думаю, он уехал из пропасти. Это все благодаря волосам. Они со всеми творят чудеса. Обновление отношений. Реза и я расстались навсегда. Все кончено, финита. Не разговаривали уже несколько недель. И если я хоть раз задумаюсь, стоит ли сойтись обратно, то останови Зои и двигайся дальше. Третьего не дано. Пора сконцентрироваться и сделать себя счастливой, и может спасти мир, одно из двух. Итак, что еще? Сейчас я заставляю себя все это записывать, потому что если не заставлю, и кто-нибудь найдет мое разлагающееся тело в этой угнетающей квартирке, самая вероятная причина смерти подавилась недопеченной булочкой с синтезированным шоколадом. Они никогда не узнают настоящую меня. Заметка для того, кто найдет мое тело, немедленно удалите этот дневник. Ладно, шутки в сторону. Правильно ли я поступила, передав данные Салли? То есть мы так ничего и не добились. Барути покинул Европолис, я потеряла хорошего друга, Реза улетел с данными в Исландию, и Десница пока что не может их опубликовать. Салли пропал неизвестно куда, стараясь все исправить после того, как синдикат их прикрыл. Вокруг настоящий хаос, и я чувствую свою вину. Может быть, было лучше отдать данные Барути? Если бы я так и поступила, может, вся история уже увидела бы свет. Но мы этого никогда не узнаем. Что сделано, то сделано. Вторых шансов не бывает. Итак, уважаемый читатель, нашедший мое разлагающееся тело. Последние пару месяцев очень хреновые. Я ем ужасную еду, смотрю слишком много реалити-шоу, сплю по 15 часов в день и ни с кем не общаюсь. С таким же успехом я могла бы и умереть. Но есть и плюсы, я успеваю много читать. Окей. Ну, у нее все зашибись, как мы поняли.
Zoi Castильо, your district is subject to syndicate-mandated martial law. Please submit an approved destination or return to your home.
I can find my own way, thanks.
Zoi Castильo, you have a history of non-compliance. I will accompany you to your approved destination. Refusal to comply will result in automatic detention and prosecution under the... Thank you. The Pandemonium is your only approved destination. I will accompany you.
Please, don't talk.
Я могу двигаться? Почему у меня мышь? Что-то я не поняла. То есть теперь без сопровождения даже ходить нельзя, я так понимаю. Так, Зои поменяла одежду. Прическу, естественно. И вообще стало выглядеть очень стрёмно. Да, там реально жесть. Вообще никого нет. Как она передала информацию этому роботу, я не поняла. Откуда, в смысле, откуда робот знает, что нам нужно в Пандемониум? Как-то через Айрис, через нейросеть или что? Да, дела плохи.
Look what the bot dragged in. Maybe it's something I ate, but I actually feel relieved to see you, Petal. Are you alright?
I'm really not. You?
You know, it is not exactly vivacious company. It's been quiet around here since we closed shop. I apologize for firing you with a pre-recorded message, by the way. Company policy.
Oh, don't worry about it. You said you closed shop.
There's no business. We don't even have wire access. It's like being on a really shitty desert island without sun, sand, or coconuts, or wire access. We're actually thinking about heading back to Mumbai. Well, I'm thinking about it. It will tag along wherever the road takes us. Anyway, you're here for your dreamer.
What?
I fixed it. You had your dream machine delivered to me because it was broken about a month ago.
Чего?
Does any of this ring a bell?
Нет.
Your friend, that German suit, said you'd come by to pick it up. He looked like a Jaeger. I thought he was here to blow my brains out, but he was very personable.
What was wrong with it?
An early batch, bad soldering. I fixed several like it in the past. FYI, it's an off-the-shelf model that pings WATI servers with a device ID and your biometric data as soon as you connect. That won't be a problem unless they've put an alert out on you or that particular device. But I went ahead and blocked it anyway. Still, it is a licensed product. There may be other security measures. I cannot be 100% sure that it won't alert Wati. There are unlicensed streamers out there without any security chips, but Mr. London has that market locked up here in Propast. Given the trigger-happy toy soldiers out there, I wouldn't know how to get hold of one.
I'll be fine with this one.
As long as you know the risks. If you weren't here for that, then why the house call?
Oh, fuel cell. The power went out and I don't have a working backup.
That's not very smart, Kutia. Lucky for you, I'm up to my neck in fuel cells. Anything particular you're in the market for?
The cheapest you have.
Grab one from that box over there. They're refurbished cells, but they'll keep your apartment going for a few weeks at least. Bring it back before it goes dead. I'll refill it for you.
Отлично, спасибо. В какой коробке?
So how much do I owe you?
Consider it your severance package. If we're ever back in business, there will be a job for you. You're not too bad, Kurtia, despite appearances.
Thanks, I guess.
Да уж, все печально, да?
Blueprints of bots and what looks like neural interfaces.
Wait, what happened to that data I decrypted for you? Who did you end up giving it to?
I gave it to the Hand, but before they could publish it...
They were shut down. Where's the data now?
With Reza, in Iceland.
Iceland. The final refuge of rogue journalists. You didn't keep a copy?
I didn't want to risk it. Stupid, I know.
You may have just saved your ass. Too bad about the story, though. When is your Chorbo coming back?
I really don't know. When they feel it's safe, I guess.
That story needs to run, Kotria. Whatever it takes, make it happen.
Да я-то как постараюсь.
You have expended your daily timeout. I will now accompany you back to your registered domicile.
Don't bother, I know the way.
Every step you take, I'll be watching you, as mandated by martial law.
How about every breath I give up.
Окей. Зато удобно по стрелочкам ходить. Так, от нас что-то Квинни хочет, судя по всему. Да.
Queenie is requesting your immediate audience.
Sure, but what about my escort?
You have arrived at your approved location. Have a nice day.
You can come on board now.
Что у нее с глазами?
We do our best.
I'm glad you're back on your feet, Zoe. I was hoping to see you again before I left.
You're leaving?
I heard the Hand was shut down. You had friends there.
Good friends. The Hand was going to publish an article about Waticorp conspiring with both Unity and European Dawn when the Syndicate shut them down. But they still have the evidence. My ex-boyfriend Reza brought it to Iceland. The data's safe there, but the Hand hasn't been able to publish it.
There's still a chance to make things right then. This is why I wanted to speak with you. You knew the woman who set off the bomb.
Да.
Nela.
You were there.
I tried to stop her, but it was too late. I don't believe she planned to kill anyone. She wasn't... Nela was a good person. She cared about people. She gave me something to keep safe, but I lost it in the explosion. Maybe it could have explained why.
Our lives are shaped by events beyond our control. The choices we make can point us down one road or the other. But where that road ultimately leads... Your friend's death was not of her own making. The device she used was rigged. It was meant to disrupt the eye, not to kill anyone.
An EMP?
Ублюдки.
How do you know this?
Nayla needed someone to help her assemble the device. Hannah came to me after the bombing. She was distraught. Of course, she had no idea what they were doing. But she is the link. She may be able to connect the bomb to the Syndicate.
The Syndicate is behind the attack on their own people.
Да, похоже на то.
Everyone is expendable. It all leads back to what it
Ну, я так и думала.
They are consolidating their power and ridding themselves of loose threads. I'm leaving. This city is infected, rotting from the inside. You need to leave too. But first, there's something you must do. Your memories...
They're coming back. I know what I need to do. The dream machine.
Be very careful. Powerful forces are converging here and elsewhere.
How do you...
I've been around a long time. You learn to read the signs. You're fading, Zoe.
Fading?
Like a page that's been left out in the sun too long. Do what needs to be done. Do not hesitate any longer. I've given you time to regain your resolve, but we're almost out of it now. If we both make it through the storm ahead, I'll find you again.
I hope so.
I will. Now go home and do what needs to be done. Wake up.
То есть на самом деле...
Come out now.
How long have you known I was here?
Do not mistake me for an old woman, Hannah.
You told her about...
There's no more time for secrets. Waticorp must be brought down. What you know will make a difference.
But I don't have any actual proof they were involved. I only made deliveries.
You know enough. Find the evidence. Work together with Zoe.
How do you know we can trust her?
She's like you. Someone who shapes dreams.
I know. I mean, I guessed when we met. But how is that even possible? I thought I was the only one.
Why do you think you were drawn together? Coincidence is a powerful force. Zoe needs your help. A terrible shadow has fallen over her.
Какая?
How do you know this?
I don't. I'm not a fortune teller, and the future is never crystal clear. It branches and divides, indefinitely and infinitely, but there are patterns and signs, if you know where to look.
Do you have to leave?
They know I'm here now. Waticorp has been looking for me a long time. I'm a loose thread.
Каким образом?
I promise I'll find you again, Hannah. Your journey is just beginning. There are wonderful things in store for you. But for now, your job is to help Zoe finish her journey. Without that, without her, there will be no more stories. Afterwards, if the universe is still here, we can talk about the next chapter.
Отлично она отчалила. И чашечку свою висящую оставила, и стрекозу. Так, ладно.
It's my emergency fuel cell.
Отлично. Ты ничего не хочешь сказать?
For the life of me, I can't remember asking Mira to fix this. Am I losing my mind? I mean, I was in the hospital for severe trauma, and that's after spending a year in a coma.
Короче говоря, этот немец, видимо, побывал в квартире, взял его, зачем-то захотел переделать. Какой он отвратительный, честно.
But if I didn't give this to Mira for repairs, who did? And if I did, why don't I remember it? And if I don't remember it, yeah, I am going insane.
Да нет, тебя опять представляют.
What am I going to do with this? Accept the obvious, which isn't... Oh, I don't have a choice, do I? The universe wants me back in Dreamtime.
Ну, если нужно проснуться, то, судя по всему, ей нужно заснуть. Потом по-настоящему проснуться.
For the life of me, I can't remember asking Mira to fix this. Am I losing my mind? I mean, I was in the hospital for severe trauma, and that's after spending a year in a coma. I never knew my mother, but I've been told that in many ways she's the opposite of my father. Gabriel never makes hasty choices. Gabriel ponders, and when his mind's made up, he'll stick with his decision until the end. My mother's impulsive, mercurial. If the wind changes, she'll let herself be swept away with it, as long as it's to her benefit. She put me in a coma. I'm not a big fan. But maybe it's time I accept some risks. After all, I keep telling everyone I want to remember. I need to enter Dreamtime. I need to revisit the past. It's the only way to save the future.
Каким образом он может помочь вернуться в прошлое? Вот что я не понимаю.
Things didn't go too well the last time I connected to a dreamer.
Да. Так, может быть, мы тогда в Меркурии, если нам нужно проснуться. Ну, опять эта фигня. То мы раньше все время к девочке попадали, теперь мы к Обнаксусу попадаем постоянно.
You returned, but you were still not here. You must be here.
Is this a dream? I thought I'd actually travel across this time.
You were here, but never truly. Not yet. But you must come to...
Ah! What the heck was that?
Ты тут откуда?
Oh, hey guys, what's up?
Crow? You're Crow. You're Crow. I remember you.
You do? I am. Wait. I remember you too.
Of course you do. It's me,
Don't
Zoe.
say anything. I've got this. Lorelei, baby cakes, schnoodlebum.
Who? I'm...
Agneta, I'm sorry. How have you been?
That's not...
Look, Aggie, I apologize for taking off without a word of warning. I didn't have a choice. I was needed.
I'm not Agneta. I'm...
Auntie May?
No! Zoe.
Where? Oh, Zoe! Yes! 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 The girl who was dreaming. You look different. Are you sure you're you?
Pretty sure.
I don't know. You look a lot better than you used to, and your voice, it's sultry. You sound like a cinnamon bird.
Нет, она лучше звучала до этого.
I don't even know what that means. I was in a coma for a while. Maybe that's... What are you doing here, Crow? Are you really here?
Let me check. Yup. All here, not a feather missing. So, where is here exactly? Whoa, Nellie, I didn't expect that. You're memorable. Wait, Auntie May? No.
I was Abnaxus of the Venar.
That's right. I remember you now. You were really annoying to talk to. Took ages to get anywhere.
Да уж.
How have you been?
I will not complain.
I don't get it. This is just like that dream I've been having. Except for you, Crow. You're new.
And improved. It's that preening routine I'm following. I'm telling you, it's a game changer.
So why didn't I make it across?
The connection was weak, compromised. You were only half dreaming, only half there. You will need to be all there, and soon, or it was too late. But you had brought the bird over. The bird will be the key. If you can just...
Я ничего вообще не понимаю. Так. Планить. А это еще
You
кто?
must go, now.
What's going on? Who are...
There's little time. They
Подождите,
are
он
coming.
не звати.
But...
The hallway is clear. Leave, Fräulein. Schnell.
Подождите, как он не свати? Потому что к нам вламывались уже окошники. Мне дадут идти, нет?
Zoe! Over here, quickly! This way.
Where are we going?
We need to get off the streets.
Did Queenie send you?
She said that you needed help. Why did you tell Queenie I wasn't doing so well?
You weren't.
That's not the point. I said I was fine. It wasn't up for interpretation.
Sometimes it's better to just let people know rather than keep pretending.
The eyes will be here soon. We need to go underground.
How's that gonna help? We can't just hole up in one of those chambers forever.
Trust me.
Черт, и что происходит?